Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss in detail about the break statement, continue statement and pass statement. I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First, let me discuss the break statement. The purpose of the break statement is to come out from the loop. Whenever there is a condition is true, if you want to come out from the loop, then you can use the break statement. Now let me discuss with a simple program for better understanding. Suppose let's take that I have written a for loop for I in a range 1 comma 10. So here I am providing the start and stop. Then step will be by default it will be 1. So if this condition is true, what are the statements I want to execute? Let me write. If I write I is equal to 5, logical or, let me write logical or, I is equal to some 6, anything. I want to write break, else I want to print the I value. I want to print the I value. Is it clear? This is the program I want to write. At the end, let me write after this loop, the indentation I will say all the best. Let me see what will happen. Now you know that by default the start value will be 0, but however I have given the start value is equal to 1 and the stop I have provided is 10, so it will stop up to 9. So I will start from 1 and it will go up to 9. So I value initially right now here it is 1. Now this condition is true, 1 is less than 10. So if I is equal to 5, logical or I is equal to 6, any condition, if you have a logical or, any one condition is true, then the entire condition will be true. I is not equal to 5, I value is currently 1, 1 is not equal to 5, or 1 is not equal to 6. So this entire condition will be false. Then if the condition is false, it will come, the control will come to the else block, and what is the statement is there? Print I. So I value 1 will be printed. This one will not execute yet because these are the statements which belongs to the for loop. This is after the for loop statement. Now step value by default is 1. We did not given any step value. Now step value will be default, it will consider as 1. So I value is 1. 1 plus 1, I value will become 2. 2 is less than 10. Still the condition is true. However, 2 is not equal to 5 or 2 not equal to 6. Again this condition is false. So the control will come to the else block and print I. I value 2 will be printed. Now I value will become 3. Are you able to understand? So 3 is less than 10. So this condition is true. So the control will come to the if block. 3 not equal to 5 or 3 not equal to 6. So again this condition is false. So else block will come and it will print the I value 3. Then I value will become 4. 4 will be printed as an output. The same will work. Now I value will become 5. Look at here. 5 is less than 10. The condition is true. However, look at here. I value is equal to 5. Yes, I value is equal to 5. I is 5. So this is true. So when you have the logical OR operator, if the first condition is true, it will not evaluate the second condition. Why? The logical OR operator, how it will work? If both the conditions are true or any one condition is true, the output will be true. So if you look at, if the first condition is true, whether the second one, either it is a true or false, the result will be true. Am I right? So once this becomes true, either it is false or it is true, the entire condition will be true. So it will not evaluate the condition 2. So this condition is true. So break statement. What will happen? Whenever you are executing the break statement, the control will come out from the loop. The control will come out from the loop and it will execute the next statement after the loop. What is the next statement is there? All the best. So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4 and then all the best. Now you can ask me, sir, what is the need for giving I is equal to 6? If I change this program simply like I is equal to 5, like this, the same output you will get it. So what is the significance of the break statement is, whenever you want to come out from the loop, you can write it. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Let's take that you are writing a program to give the output. Suppose let's take that someone has asked you to, in an ATM center, someone want to withdraw the 10,000 rupees. Okay, you are giving some money like 100 cities keep on displaying. You have an ATM where 10,000 should be withdraw from a person, and in that ATM you have only hundreds, and you have in the ATM you have a amount is some, let's take that you have 5,000 only, so you have 50 100 rupees notes. Okay, so what will happen, it will say that insufficient money. That is what the thing it will do, because whenever you go to the ATM center, if you have entered some money where that much money is not there in the ATM machine itself, it will give. But for your understanding, what I am saying is that if the balance is this much, we can break, means you can come out from it. So it will give only 5,000, 100 rupees notes it will give, and then it will come out from the loop. So whenever you want to come out from the loop, we will use the break statement. Now let me discuss the continue statement for better understanding. Okay, in place of break, let me not change the entire program. In place of break statement, I will use the continue statement. Look at here what will happen. Here let me write I is equal to 5, logical OR, I is equal to 6. This is my test expression. Let me erase this one also so that it will be clearly visible for you. Then I have the continue statement. Now what will happen? The purpose of the continue statement is to skip the statements after that one and go for the next iteration. Okay, you will understand them in a better way. Look at here, for I in range, now you know that again it will start from 1 and go up to the 9. So for I value is currently 1. Look at here, I value is currently 1. Now this condition will be false because 1 is not equal to 5 or not equal to 6. So this statement will not be executed, else statement will be executed. So output will be 1 will be printed, next time 2 will be printed, next time 3 will be printed, next time 4 will be printed. After that I value will become 5. Okay, now 5 is equal to 5. This condition is true. Without evaluating the second condition, the entire condition will be true. Now continue statement will be executed. Once the continue statement will be executed, the statements after that one will not be evaluated for the current iteration of the loop. It will directly go for the next iteration. Next iteration, what will be the I value? I value will be 6. Are you able to understand it or not? Now 6 is not equal to 5. This will be false. However, this will be true. So as it is a logical OR, any one condition is true, the entire condition will be true. Again continue statement will be executed. Now it will again stop executing the statements which are there in the current iteration, and it will go for the next iteration. So now I value will become 7. So now 7 is not equal to 5, not equal to 6. So this condition will be false. Else statement will be executed. So 7 will be printed. Then again 8 will be printed. Then 9 will be printed. So if place of break statement, if you give the continue statement, this will be the output. After this one, all the best will be printed. Am I right or wrong? Is it clear? This will be the output in place of break if you are using the continue. So what is the significance of continue statement is, if a particular condition is true inside the loop, you don't want to execute the next statements. Suppose let's take that here only one statement is there which is continue. After continue, let's take that you have 4 statements. Printf hi, printf Parnika tutorials, printf like, share, subscribe. For all the remaining iterations, those statements will be printed. When I is equal to 5 or I is equal to 6, those statements will not be executed. Are you able to understand? Suppose, let me write in a better understanding. Suppose if I is equal to, I want to print hi. Okay. Even, see, what will happen is that the output will be same only, because these are the two statements you want to execute whenever I is equal to 5 or I is equal to 6. So what will happen is that for the whenever I is not equal to 5 or not equal to 6, else statement will be executed. When I is equal to 5, these two statements need to be executed. But however, there is a continue. Whatever the statements after the continue is there, okay, those statements will be skipped for the current iteration. It will go for the next iteration. So even if you write any statements after the print, the output will be same. Is it clear? Because these are the statements belongs to this if condition. Always remember one thing, indentation plays a major role in the Python. In C programming language, we will use the block of statements, means we will have the curly braces and the closed curly braces to say that this is the body of statements or the body of the loop or body of the if condition. Now let me discuss the next important thing, which is a pass statement. Now in the pass statement, whenever you are writing the pass, then the statements will not be executed. Meaning is that, suppose let's take that you have written a for loop, but you don't want to execute any statements. Now whenever you don't want to write any statements, usually what we will do, we will open the curly braces and closed curly braces in the C programming language. Okay, but here indentation plays something. So you need to write a statement. So however, you don't want to execute any statements, but you need to write a statement. Then you will write the statement called pass. So pass is nothing but no statements. It is nothing but a null statement. Then you can ask me, sir, you can write the comment. Comment also will be the same thing there. But what is the difference between the comment and the pass is that comment will be ignored by the interpreter, whereas pass will be executed by the interpreter. Now let me write a small program to make you understand the pass statement. Okay. Now for I in range 1 comma 10, so it will start from 1 and it will be printed up to 9. Okay. Now I am writing if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, I am writing a pass. Okay, are you able to understand it or not? Is it clear? Else I want to print I value. Okay, let me write print I value. Then I am printing like, share, subscribe. Okay, is it clear? Now what will happen? I value is 1 initially, because the start here is 1 and it will go up to 9. Now 1 modulus 2. What is the modulus operator will give? The remainder. 1 modulus 2 will, the remainder will be 1. 1 is equal to 1? No, the condition will be false. So it will go to the else block and it will execute the print I. So 1 will be printed as an output. Then I value will become 2. Is it clear? 2 modulus 2. The remainder will be 0. 0 is equal to 0. Now you don't want to execute anything. So that's why you given pass. Okay, are you able to understand it or not? Suppose let's take that whenever there is an what you call the quiz exam is going on. When is your turn, a question comes and you don't know the answer, you will say that pass. Am I right? So the next person can answer that question. Is it clear? Instead of saying a wrong answer, you are saying that I don't know the answer, it is a pass. So similarly, let's take that whenever we ask an interview or a difficult question to someone in the interview, what they will say, if they don't know the answer, they will simply say no comments. Am I right? It is nothing but they don't want to say anything. So they are just simply skipping that question. So similarly, whenever the I value is an even number, I don't want to do anything. I'm just skipping that one. So I'm writing the statement called pass. Then when I value is equal to 3, am I right? This condition will be false and the else statement will be executed, so I value will be 3. Then when I value is equal to 4, which is an even number, so the remainder will be 0, again it will pass. Then I value 5, it will be printed, 7 it will be printed, 9 will be printed. This is the output. Then you can ask me, sir, instead of pass I will not write anything. Then you will get an error. Are you able to understand it or not? Because you need to write a statement, but you don't want to execute any statement. So in that case, what you will do, you will write the pass statement. Now, after printing 1 to 9, the next statement after the for loop, the control will come out from the for loop and this statement will be executed. So you will get an output called like, share, subscribe. Are you able to understand? So this will be the output if you execute this program. So what I will do is that to discuss these concepts in better way, I will execute all these programs in the Jupyter notebook.
For I in range 1 comma 10. Now this loop will run from I value is equal to 1 to 9. Now I am writing a one condition. If I is equal to 5 or I is equal to 6, I want to execute a statement called break. Else, if this condition is false, if I value is not equal to 5 or not equal to 6, I want to print the I value. Now, if you run this program, what will happen is that I value will start iterating from 1 to 9. Now, initially I value is equal to 1, which is not equal to 5 or not equal to 6. So, the if condition will be false. So, the control will come to the else block and it will print the I value 1. Then I value will be 2, I value will be 3, I value will be 4. All the values will be displayed. When I value becomes 5, the condition will be true. As the condition is true, this condition logical or condition 2. As it is the logical or, if the first condition is true, it will not evaluate the condition 2. So, the entire condition will be true. Now the break statement will be executed. The purpose of the break statement is to come out from the loop. So this program, if you run, it will print the output as 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we are getting the output as 1, 2, 3, 4. In place of break, if I am using the statement called continue, what will happen is that it will print the I value from 1 to 4 and it will not print I value is equal to 5 and I value is equal to 6 and it will print the I value 7, 8, 9. If you want to verify, you can verify it. We got the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Why? When I value is equal to 5, the entire condition will be true. So, if the condition is true, you are asking to execute the statement called continue. The purpose of the continue is it will skip this current iteration and go to the next iteration. So, then I value will become 6. If the I value will become 6, I not is equal to 5. This means 6 is not equal to 5, that is okay, means the condition is false, but it is a logical or. So I value is 6, 6 is equal to 6, so this condition is true. In logical or, if any one of the condition is true, entire if condition will be true, so the continue will be executed, means it will skip the current iteration and go for the next iteration. Then I value will be 7, the if condition will be false, it will go to the else block and print the 7, then 8, then 9. Now, if I want to print only even number values and I want to skip the odd number of values, okay? So, from I is equal to 1 to 10, I want to print only even number values. Then what I can do is that if I modulus 2 equal to 1, I want to pass it. I don't want to write anything. Else I will print the I value. Then what will happen is that whenever you are getting an odd value, you are telling that I don't want to do anything. Okay, but when it is an even value, you want to print it. So you are getting the output as 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the even values from 1 to 9. Now, as you say that, sir, I don't want to do anything, so I will not write anything. in the if condition. If it is so, then you can see it, you are getting an error. Expected an indented block in the if condition. You need to write the sum statement. Now, as you don't want to do anything, but you want to write something, it will be a pass statement. The pass statement is, it's a null statement. I hope it is clear for you. If you still have any doubts related to the break, continue and pass statements, please try to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.